All right, welcome. This is 11.2, Factoring Trinomials using the X method or diamond method. You might hear X method or diamond method, okay, or X box method, right? So you might hear it different ways. So X method for factoring simple trinomials. This method can be used to factor all trinomials of form ax squared plus bx plus c when a is equal to 1, right? The leading coefficient here is equal to 1. Okay, so we're going to factor x squared plus 8x minus 20. First, we need to identify what is the a, what is the b, and what is the c values. And it's always whatever is next to x squared is your a, whatever is next to x is your b, whatever the number is your c, right? Like x squared, x number, a, b, c, same order. So for here, we're looking at our a is 1, right? Because 1x squared, so a is 1. Our b is 8, right? What's next to 8? Negative 20, our number, is our c. So we identify what the a, b, and c is, what the c are first. And then we're going to put it in the x. Okay, this x here, the top two numbers, a times c, right here, 1 times negative 20 is negative 20. And then b goes on the bottom. So the middle number always goes on the bottom. All right, so this is the x method. And then what we're going to do, we want to find two numbers that multiply to give the top number and add. So multiply top number, add to the bottom number. And we look at factors of negative 20. So 10 and negative 2 multiply to negative 20. Right, so 10 and negative 2 multiply to negative 20, and they add to 8. Right, so that's how we got negative 20 and 8 for that. Right, so that's the first part. And you want to go continue on with that. That's going to be our factors. And that's what we want to get to. Right, so we want to get to where we can find the x method, use the x method to find our two factors, 10 and negative 2, because that's going to be eventually our factors, and we're going to get into that. So the factor of this is going to be that. So we just find 10 and negative 2. So this one, we're just practicing how to find these two numbers. Okay, and you can verify by multiplying. Okay, let's go into just finding the ABC first. Okay, so first one. So A, what's in front? 1, right? So A is 1. B is 13. C is 40, right? Identify. So 1, 13, 40. Then in the X, we're going to put what is A times C, right? A times C is 1 times 40. That's going to be 40 on the top. In the middle is your B, right? So that's 13. So we're going to find what are factors of 40 that add to 13. Right? So what we're going to do, okay, what we're going to do, what are factors of 40? This is this amount. So if you can't tell, it's the factors of 40. So 40, we could have 2 times 20. That doesn't add to 13. Let's try 4 times 10. That doesn't add to 13. What else can we do? 5, 8. Right, it's 40. Does that add to 13? Yeah, it does. Right, so our two numbers is 5 and 8. Right, and that's it. Just identify what two numbers multiplied to 40 that add to 13. Right, and we can write down the side here. So 5 times 8 equals 40, and 5 plus 8 equals 13. Right, so that works right there. And that's it. Okay? So identify those two numbers. So we want to eventually get to where our two factors are going to be x plus 5, x plus 8, like that. Okay, but we're going to get to that. We're going to get to, so right now we're just practicing what are the two factors. Okay. Again, we're going to identify what is the A, B, C, right? 1 here, 16, 63. 1, 16, 63. All right, those are A, B, C. Then AC goes on the top. All right, so A times C goes on the top, which is 63. And then B goes on the bottom, that's the middle number, 16. Okay, so we find factors of 63 that add to 16. So let's look at factors of 63. Okay. 7, 9. Does that add to 16? Yeah, it does. First crack. Right, so 7 times 9. So that's our two factors, 7 and 9. Right, because 7 times 9 equals 63, and 7 plus 9 equals 16. Right, so that's our two numbers, 7 and 9. Okay, next one. Again, right, factors. So 1, negative 14, positive 45. So 1, negative 14, positive 45. Remember our sign. So in our x, A times C, 45, right? 1 times 45. Right, so A times C. Our B, which is our middle number, negative 14. Then we find what are factors of 45. And then we can write that out. So 45, let's see. Factors of 45, that's 9 and 5. Does that add to 14? Or negative 14? Adds to positive 14. But it doesn't add to negative 14, right? But what else? Could you make it signs negative? Right? Negative 9 times negative 5, that still multiplies to positive 45. And then they add to negative 14. So that works. Right? So negative 9, negative 5. So sometimes the signs need to be changed. Okay, let's go to the next one. So identify, right? 1, A, B, C. It's there. A, B is negative 13. C is 40. So A times C goes on the top, right? 1 times 40 is 40. Our B goes on the bottom, negative 13. Yeah, so this is, let's write that out. So 1 times 40 on the top, right? 40. Then we get negative 13. Then we find factors of 40. So 4 times 10. Does that add to negative 13? No. What else can we do? 8 times 5. That multiplies 40, but doesn't add to negative 13. But could we change our sign? Does that work? Right, so this is multiplies positive 40, adds to negative 13. That works. Right, so our two numbers is 40, or negative 8, and negative 5. Those are two numbers right there. Yeah, and for this, if we were to write factors, it would be x minus 8, x minus 5. Right? And we'll get to that. We just find numbers for now. Okay, number 5. Okay, same thing. So we find our numbers. We got 1, 8, negative 9. So A, B, C. What goes on the top? 1 times negative 9, which is negative 9. Our B is 8. Right, goes in the middle. B. Factors of negative 9. We have what? Negative 1 and positive 9. Does that add to 8? Yeah, it does. Right there. This is negative 9. Negative 1 plus 9 is positive 8. So that works. So those are two numbers. So negative 1 and positive 9. So those are two factors right there. Number 6. So you got 1, 6, negative 7. Right? So 1, 6, negative 7. On the top, we have 1 times negative 7. So negative 7. Middle number, 6, goes on the bottom. Then we find what are factors of negative 7? 1 times negative 7. We just did that. Does that add to negative 6 or 6? No. But could we change our signs? Negative 1 times positive 7. That multiplies to negative 7. And it also adds to positive 6. So that one works. So our two numbers, negative 1 and 7. Right? Negative 1 and 7. Those are our two numbers. Okay, next one. For these, the same thing, identify. So 1, oh, there's no x though, right? There's no middle number, so it's 0. C is negative 25. Right, so there's no middle number, no middle term, so put a 0 there. Because we're comparing this to x squared, right? Ax squared plus bx plus c. So there's no x term, so it's a 0. Okay, so our factors. So we got 1 times negative 25 on the top. So negative 25, 0 on the bottom. So factors of negative 25 that add to 0. All right, 1 and negative 25 are not going to work. All right, so then what about 5 times 5? All right, that's positive 25. Could we change them? Make one of them negative. Right, negative 5 times 5, negative 25. Negative 5 plus 5 is 0, so that works. So our two numbers, negative 5 and positive 5. Okay, last one. So again, 1, 4, 4. Right, A, B, C. Top number, 1 times 4, A times C, right, it's 4. Middle number, 4 goes on the bottom. So factors of 4 that add to 4, what? 1 times 4? No, that doesn't add, that adds to 5. Or 2 times 2. That's 4. 2 plus 2 is also 4. So our two numbers, 2 and 2. And that's it. That's our numbers, 2 and 2. Right, so for these ones, we want to get to where we can find those two factors. And then eventually these are going to be equal, right? So equal to two factors. This is going to be x plus 2, x plus 2. Right, because 2 and 2. 2 and 2. This one, is going to be, right, -5 and 5. So we got x minus 5, x plus 5, or -5 and plus 5. That one. And this one, it's going to be, right, -1 and 9, right? So x minus 1, x plus 9. This one would be, right, -1 and 7, so x minus 1, x plus 7. Right? So all those we want to get to eventually where we can factor. And that's why we're using the x factor.